Hey, this is Alex with the Blind Car Garage, and I'm back on the Corvette today. And I got the new rims put on one side, but I did reach a problem. One of the tires that I ended up getting on those rims does have what appears to be a knife puncture through the side, but that is okay. I got it popped back on the bead. I'm probably going to see if I got any 15s laying around that'll fit up in there, and I might be able to do something else. From what I understand, the Jaguar rims from the XJ8 will actually bolt up, and if so, I've got a spare from my Jag, and I'm going to see what happens. Pause. But this is the Vette as it stands now. On this side, I've got both of the tires and rims on this side, and man, they really stretched those on there, didn't they? I still need to get lug nuts for it. I need 20 total. It's got 5 lugs per wheel. And then this is the other one I put on. Oh, man, I love rallies. But what happens is you get a beauty ring that goes on here, and it's a chrome one. And then I'm going to do the top hats, which are in the center right there. There's a set floating around on this property somewhere, but I got to see if I can trade for them. And I'm going to show you the tire over here. It's somewhere over here. That's the other rally I got to put on. Come on, tire. Well, there is a tire somewhere in that direction that has a hole in the sidewall. Either way, can't use that one. I popped it back on the bead, but you know, I'm going to see if I can't use something different. I think this is actually it. If you notice though, I don't know if you can see it, it does have a hole in the sidewall, and it can't be patched because it's a gouge, which does suck. But I'm going to show you what I got going on over here. Ooh. I don't know, maybe this was the one. Either way, this is one of the ones I still need to replace, if I'm not mistaken. Might be able to take that tire off and put it on that good rally though. That one appears to be holding air. And I'd mentioned this in a previous video about the fact this car has disc front and rear. And look at them. Them are serious. Those are slotted, vented, and brakes aren't locked up. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Look at that CV axle in there. That's cool. And it would appear that the fender wells are in pretty good shape in this. If you live on a gravel road, don't get yourself a Vette. That's all I have to say. Because it's all fiberglass. There ain't nothing to stop them rocks from bashing holes in your fenders. I also took a leaf blower to this thing yesterday. Looks a little better. Need to get a vacuum in here, finish pulling all this stuff out. But it is far better than it was. There's something I want to show you here. Oh, where's it? This area right here, where you can see there's not the padding, underneath of the car, it is split in that area. It would appear that there was too much weight on the back of the seat, or it could just be from age. And wow, the carpet's actually in better shape than I thought it would be. I'm going to show you the underside of this floor so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Right here. That is not supposed to be split like that. But, I mean, this thing's over 40 years old. It's a 75. And it does happen. Fiberglass does not last forever. But the best part about it is it doesn't dent. If you notice though, I mean, everything on here is hard as a rock. Here's where some paint's coming off and it's got some chips in it. You can get chips in it, yeah, but I'm going to show you the best part about that. Dents are hard to pull out, especially if they're on a body line. But that right there is a split. That is busted. The story goes that they were moving it with a tractor and they accidentally kissed it. It happens. But what you do is you take the 2-part fiberglass resin, you mix it up. It's a hardener and it's a resin itself, which is a form of plastic. And then you grind this out before you start mixing with like a Dremel piece will do it. You can also cut a V into it because of where it's at here with a small blade on a Sawzall. You can also use a tapered bit if that's all you got. I mean, whatever you can to grind that out to where you can get some surface area opened up and get see how it's splitting and the fibers are coming out. Well, what you need to do is, and be careful because these will stab you and they hurt and they itch. You grind that out and then you take a little bit of fiberglass cloth and you cut it into chips and small pieces. It's soft when you get it. You can cut it with scissors, a good pair of scissors. And then you go on the underside here, which you'll be able to see. It's all the way through there, right there. You cut that out as well, all right? And then you take tape underneath the underside and you stick it up underneath of there. Duct tape will work, clear tape will work, masking tape will work. You just need it to be sealed good. And what you do is you take that little bit of fiberglass cloth that you have after you've shredded it up and cut it into small pieces. You pack it in after laying down a small layer of gel coat in the bottom and soaking the fiberglass in gel coat. Then you pack it in, all right? And then you lay tape over top of it to hold it down in the shape that you want. Now, this is going to take a little bit of expertise, if you will, but I mean, you got plenty of fiberglass to work with. If you work on boats, it's the same thing for fiber boats. When it dries, give it a day or two, just to make sure everything's settled, because you don't want air pockets to still be in there, and you want it all hardened. When you pull the tape off, what you need to do is you need to follow this line, and it may help if you use a straight edge to put on that line, because that line, yeah, it curves downwards, but it is straight. And you sit there with sandpaper and you sand it down, and the patch needs to be a little bigger than what this is already, so you can sand it down and shape it into form. A good thing for that would be 40 grit starting out, moving up to 60, 80, and then you can get into the 120, 180, 220. And if you're looking for show quality paint, do a 300 to finish it up before you repaint it. But after that patch is complete and you get the shape right, you can just paint over it like it's the rest of the car. And not only that, it's not Bondo, it's not going to pop out, it's going to settle well, and you're never going to have to worry about it again, because it will be an integral part of this fender, which is still very solid. Looking to get a windshield for it. I don't really know what happened there. It looks like somebody's butt went through it, but either way, it's not too bad. And I wanted to show you guys something cool. I don't think I've showed it to you before. I'm going to show you what these T-tops look like and how they work. If you notice, you got these little tabs on the front and the back. You pull them down, and then you lift and pull. Now I'm doing this one-handed, but you can see how light they really are. Look at that. You got vinyl with foam backing here. And when you take it all the way out, look how open that roof is. They also have these in glass T-tops too. And they have something, I believe it's a Tartic top or something, where it's one solid piece all the way across. But I like this centerpiece right here. because that is an integral part of the roll cage of this vehicle, which is factory installed. All of this is lined with metal. It's pretty cool. These are really cool cars, actually. Heck, it's even got power mirrors. Well, thank you guys for watching today, and I hope you all have fun. God bless.